Did you know that over 21% of 12,000 intellectual property cases registered annually face data theft? Still, intellectual property is rarely the first thing considered when you come up with a future product idea. In this video, we discuss the specifics and types of software intellectual property, what issues you may face, and how you can ensure your IP is safe to help you be more prepared for the development of your software product. What is software intellectual property? Intellectual property is a unique creation used as your business asset. Brand names, inventions, published content, including text and visuals, software, and its components are all examples of intellectual property. Software products are no exception. A computer program or code built by your company cannot be copied, stolen, or used for any other purposes without your permission. Whether you create a software product from scratch internally or outsource the software development to a tech partner, the software is your business's intellectual property, including all project documentation and source files. What are software intellectual property rights? All these rights are valid if your solution was built explicitly for your business purposes. If you deliver or use open source software, then the relevant software IP right is a copyleft license, meaning the software is freely available for public use. Let's now take a closer look at the types of software intellectual property and how they can be protected. 5 categories of software intellectual property. Number 1. Copyrights. Copyright controls the appropriate use of your software. Your solution doesn't have to be a breakthrough invention to be valid for copyright registration. Any software you build needs to be protected from being copied and misused by other developers. In the case of software copyright violation, you have all the rights to sue violators. Number 2. Design rights. Design rights apply to the physical characteristics of product design, where software can be an embedded part. If a law protects design rights from copying, you can register your product design at your local public institution. Once your product design is registered, other companies will not be allowed to duplicate its elements and overall concept for a certain period. Number 3. Trademarks. This type of IP safeguards your brand attributes, including logo, promo, brand name, symbols, and other components. Trademarks guarantee your software source files will be protected from being copied or used by other companies without your permission. Number 4. Patents. If you invented a first-of-its-kind software or algorithm, applying for a patent is a great idea. This legal right gives you exclusive authority for the production, use, and distribution of your invention. As you can see, computer technology takes the first place in business assets registered as patents. On average, your patented software functionally preserves the status of an invention for 20 years. Afterward, you can file for patent renewal if your software retains this status. Number 5. Open source software. Open source software is controlled by copyright regulations that forbid unauthorized access to its documentation, source code files, copying functionality, or use of any related information. Copyleft is a specific type of license that allows you or other users to copy and adjust the open source software documentation and functionality. This also means that if you need to alter the operation software, you have to get a copyleft license from the software owner. How to protect your software IP rights from the start. Protect the IP rights for your software from the onset. Don't wait until the first violation kicks in, catching you off guard. If you're looking to hand over software development to a third-party vendor, outline the cooperation conditions and sign contracts like non-disclosure agreements before starting the development process. We collected software intellectual property rights agreements that may come in handy to regulate your cooperation with a vendor. Confidentiality agreement. A non-disclosure agreement is a primary confidentiality document you must sign with a software development partner. This document defines each team member's level of involvement, describes how project data can be used, and lists who has access to it, including source files. IP Assignment Agreement. IP Assignment Agreement outlines that all data, documents, and source files belong to your company from the outset. It helps avoid misunderstandings during cooperation and guarantees you receive the full software documentation after release. File for registering your software as IP. To enhance your software IP rights protection, you should also file for registering the solution under one of the categories we mentioned earlier: copyright, trademark, or patent. You can agree on the documents and their contents individually with your engineering partner. The only condition that matters is to legally ratify the signed contracts so that the software IP law comes into effect. What problems can arise with software intellectual property? One of the most widespread issues with IP rights is low-cost development companies having a hard time delivering your software IP. As a result, you don't have the source files to modify, and you are tied to the ex-vendor, who can now claim their terms. That's a common problem for many companies trying to save as much money as possible during the proof-of-concept phase. How can Lemberg Solutions help you solve this issue? We will provide the full IP rights for the software once the full payment is received. Whether we develop a product from scratch or restore the source files of your existing product, you get ownership of all project documentation. Decompiling. The easiest way to access the source code is by decompiling it. This approach helps engineers discover how the software operates from the inside and restore source files, including the code. However, decompiling only suits projects where source files can be scanned and copied. Development by product reference. If you already have software but don't have access to scanning source files, our engineers will create a code from scratch based on the existing solution. This way, you will spend less time collecting requirements and developing business logic for your new solution. Reverse engineering. We are using reverse engineering for recreating the electrical schematics and PCB tracing. It is a great choice if you completely have lost access to your product source files, so we take on its investigation. Share your insights and personal journey in protecting your software's intellectual property in the comments below. We hope this video helped you learn more about software intellectual property and its importance while developing your products. If you still have questions, don't hesitate to contact us to discuss. Thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned as more videos are coming.